Self-discipline. And can someone help me, one person, tell me what is self-discipline? Arlene.
Being nice.
Yeah, it can be being nice.
Helping.
Helping?
Is it controlling yourself?
Exactly, it's controlling yourself. Remember Mrs. Bruno told us it's stop, and then thinking, and then acting, right? So we're gonna see our award winners for September today, but remember, if you don't win an award, can you win an award next time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So if you don't win an award today, next month maybe you could win. And next month, in October, we're focusing on teamwork. Do you think you could do some really good teamwork? Okay, I'm going to hand this over to Mrs. Levine, who's going to announce our winners.
Thanks, Mrs. Sikora. Good morning, friends. It's so nice to see you all this morning on this happy day where we get to celebrate our friends. Our first, I'll say this for Mrs. Bruno, is that okay with you, Mrs. Bruno? Okay. A really cool thing happened. ICANN, who works with us a lot, was really generous, and they donated all of the books that you guys are going to get for your Student of the Month ceremony for the next couple months. Wasn't that nice of them? Yeah! I'm so excited for you to find out what Mrs. Bruno picked out for you. They all came from our book fair, and ICANN helped supply those to you guys. Do you guys think we're ready? I hear a lot of people talking and moving around. Oh, thank you. Mrs. Sikora talked about self-discipline and how it means controlling yourself even when you might want to make a different choice, right? Like, I really want those cookies, but my mom said I can't. I better wait, right? Our first friend today that we are going to celebrate is in kindergarten. And that friend is Edward Lynn from Mrs. Labella's class. Sometimes we feel a little shy. Mrs. Labella says, Edward is always following our school rules. He works hard and helps his classmates. Nice job, friend. So fun! Our student capes are back! Yay! Our next friend is from Mrs. Miller's class, Demetrius Warren. She says Demetrius is a wonderful role model in our classroom. He is always in control of his actions and can wait patiently until it is his turn. That's really hard to do sometimes. He always tries his best and works hard every day. Nice job, kindergartners. Thank you so much. Our next friend is from first grade. And that student is Anaya Lane from Miss Marshall's class. Congratulations, friend. She says Anaya is always willing to lend a helping hand and is always making the right decision and encouraging her classmates to do the same. Nice job, friend. Our next first grade friend is from Miss Del Grego's class, Kylie Thomas. She says Kylie is a great role model in our class and is always doing the right thing. Even when I'm not watching, I know I can trust her to make smart choices. Our next first grade friend is from Mrs. Karam's class, Nora Wynn. She says Nora is a joy to have in class. She is always making the right decisions and encouraging her friends to do their best. Our next friend is Joy Joseph from Mrs. Grimes' class. She says Joy is always ready to get to work even when the class is off task. She is always listening and following directions, even when her classmates are not. That's lovely. Nice job, first graders. Thank you so much. Our next friends that we get to celebrate are in second grade. Mrs. Kennedy has chosen Ava DeVogel. She says Ava is always on task, even when others around her may not be. She is always listening and following the school rules. Ava is a very dedicated student and a kind friend. I am proud at how she works hard and happy in my class. Nice job, y'all. Our next friend is from Ms. Hartman's class, Saludin Nazardine. She says Saludin is always ready to learn and be a great leader. He makes great choices all the time and does the right thing even when no one is watching. Great job, Saludin. Thank you, second grade friends. Our next friends are from ENL. The first friend is my friend, Ayas Muhammad. Ayas is a wonderful student who shows self-discipline by working hard, controlling his body, and making great choices every day at ENL. He is a great role model and a great leader in our class. Our next friend is from Mrs. Kadick, Luisa Ramos. She says, Luisa started the year with a positive attitude. She demonstrates self-discipline and encourages others to do their best. I am very proud of her effort. Nice job, ENL friend. Our next group of students are from special area teachers, and the first one is Ava DeVogel, chosen by Ms. Oliver in PE. Wow, we love to see a repeat. She says Ava is a great example of self-discipline. She is always listening and following directions. She keeps her classmates on task and is a great role model for her peers. Our next friend is Angel Bonhomme from Mrs. Bruno's library class. She says, whenever it is time to learn, Angel has his eyes on the teacher. His ears are listening and he's ready to follow directions and learn. Even though I'm sure he'd rather be playing, he's paying attention and focused. Our next friend is Nurbaby Say Duel. Sorry, a curtain cut me off there. I'm sorry, sweetheart. From Ms. Constantine's art class. She says Nurbaby shows self-discipline by listening in class and raising her hand. Our next friend is Athena Cross from Mr. Baldwin's music class. He says, in class, Athena is always paying attention. She always raises her hand and is excited to learn. Our next award is from Mrs. Sikora, so I'm going to turn the mic over to her.
So when I select my award, I'm looking for a King kid who is making good choices in the classroom and in the hallway and in the cafeteria and when they're outside playing. So sometimes I see stuff that maybe your teachers don't see. So I use a lot of people around the building to help me make my choice. And this month for self-discipline, I choose Demetrius Pearson. That is not a picture of Demetrius. Demetrius has shown such improvement this school year. He is working on thinking before he acts and being responsible for his own actions. I am so proud of you, Demetrius. Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask all of my Student of the Month winners to come right back up to the front so we can get a group picture. My families, thank you so much for coming. You will have an opportunity to take a picture with your student as soon as we dismiss. Good morning. This is our very first Student of the Month assembly. I'm so proud of all of our King kids and of course our winners today. Before we start though, I'd like to give one more shout out to our 5th graders yesterday. I got a phone call last night and they left a message to let me know how very well behaved our 5th graders were. So can we give them a round of applause? Thank you, 5th graders, for showing lots of self-discipline and being great representatives for MLK. So this month, our focus was self-discipline. Who can tell me what self-discipline is? Jenna.
Controlling your body.
Yes, it's controlling your body. Does someone have anything else to add? India?
When you control yourself and not let your emotions control you.
Okay, your emotions don't control you. Remember we talked about it, stop and thinking and then acting, right? So some of you have shown great self-discipline this month. I'm gonna hand this program over to Mrs. Levine or Mrs. Bruno, who is going to present our winners.
I want to do a quick shout out before I have Mrs. Levine announce the words. The books today that you're going to get were bought in our book fair for you from ICANN. So I think that was pretty cool. So they give us the money to buy the books that you guys are going to get for the next couple of months for Student of the Month. So thank you to ICANN. Mrs. Levine is going to announce our awards today. I'm going to be walking around taking some pictures. Turn around, see if your family is here. If they're here, give them a big wave. I'm going to take some pictures of you and your family before you head to the cafeteria with Mrs. Levine for your snack. And then all of our Student of the Month winners next Friday will get free gym in the afternoon, okay? So keep in mind, doing your best, being your best. Next month, we're working on teamwork. So make sure next month you're focusing on teamwork, and maybe you can be one of the kids up here getting a cool book fair book and getting free gym and a snack and all the fun stuff. Here you go, Mrs. Levine.
Thanks, Mrs. Bruno. It's nice to do this and have you here with me, because the last few times I've done it, I just had to think about you, and I didn't get to see your beautiful face. We're gonna start with third grade, friends. Our first friend is from Mrs. Kamasik's class. Idris Day. Congratulations, friend. Idris is off to a great start in third grade. He is making good choices in class. He comes to school every day ready to learn. Keep up the great work. Nice job, friend. Our next friend is Nurhaslima Al-Hafiz from Miss Gilmet's class. She says Nurhaslima comes to school prepared and ready to work. Her self-discipline is shown by the fact that she is already on ×5, oh my gosh, on gumball math. Keep up the great work, Nurhaslima. She's so proud of you. Nice job, friend. Our next friend is in Ms. Schultz's class, Sky Randall Perry. Sky is a positive role model to her peers. She works very hard and follows directions. Nice job, friend. Well done, third graders. You guys can all go sit down. Thank you so much. Nice job. And now we are on to fourth grade. Our first friend in fourth grade is Amy Tenazaka, one of my friends from last year. Hello, Amy. There you are. Yay. Mrs. Miller says Amy comes to the classroom every morning ready to work. She is always the first one ready with materials on her desk. Over the past few weeks, she has given up a lot of her free time to complete unfinished testing. Way to go, Amy. Keep up the great work. Nice job, friend. Our next friend is from Mrs. Chapman's class, Ruby Chrysantos. She says Ruby is always making good choices. She follows directions, stays on task, and completes all her assignments. She is a great helper to her peers as well. Keep up the great work. And now we have our fifth grade friends. Our first fifth grade friend is from Ms. Novus' class, Donalise Williams de Jesus. She says Jadalise is such a positive role model in the class. She always comes to class ready to learn and is a hardworking student. I am very proud of her. Keep up the great work, Jadalise. Our next fifth grade friend is Kathy Min from Mrs. Knight's class. She says Kathy Min is our student of the month. She makes good choices every day and always tries her best. She is a positive role model for her classmates and is a pleasure to have in class. Keep up the great work. Thank you, friends. Our next friends are in 6th grade. Wow. Our first friend is in Miss Neal's class, Nayelise Cordona. Nayelise is a positive role model to her peers. She has been a role model for how to behave and treat others in our classroom. She is focused on her academics and is a leader in the classroom. She is super helpful to me and her peers. I am so proud of you. Keep up the great work. Our next friend is Frankie Ruiz from Mrs. Pool's class. She says, Frankie demonstrates self-discipline from the moment he walks into school. He completes his classroom job, work, homework on time without being prompted. He is respectful, kind, and willing to learn. Great job, Frankie. Our next friend is Ella D. from Miss Rouser's class. Miss Rouser says, our class chose Ella for Student of the Month. Ella is always making good choices and shows self-discipline by following the MLK way in class and throughout our school. Our next friend is Esmeralda Crisantos from Mr. Titino's class. He says, Esmeralda demonstrates incredible self-discipline each and every day. She is patient and kind, always thinks before she speaks, and exhibits the traits of a model student. I am proud of how she carries herself daily. There is one more friend in 6th grade. From Miss Breggy's class, we have Isla Sovich. She says Isla is always waiting for her next task without getting distracted. She is so quick to follow directions, and she makes our classroom a great place to learn. I am proud of you, Isla. Keep it up. Nice job, 6th graders. Thank you so much. Our next friends are from E&O. It's my friend. My student of the month is Asil Dowd. Asil is an extremely dedicated student. She shows exceptional self-discipline, and it is paying off. She's improving by leaps and bounds. Keep it up, Asil. Our next friend is Ramo Ismail from Mrs. Meeting's class. She says Ramo exemplifies what it means to have self-discipline. She comes to class ready to learn and is always engaged. Even when she is not sure about something, she asks for help and tries her best. I am so proud of her. Our next student is Jana Al-Sharji from Miss Bryany's PNL class. She says Jana demonstrates wonderful self-discipline. She is always prepared, on task, and willing to help others. Jana is an excellent role model for this character trait, and I applaud all of her hard work. Great job, Jana. Thank you, PNL friends. Nice job. Good job, friends. Our next group of students are from special area teachers, and our first one is Miss Oliver's PE student, Hamadi Abdullahi. She says, Hamadi is a positive role model to his classmates. He is always eager to listen and follow directions. Great job, Hamadi. Our next friend is from Mrs. Bruno's library class, Elias Carr. She says, Elias is always ready to learn in library. When I give directions, he's listening. He's participating and raising his hand. Even though he sits with his good friend Reggie, he still stays focused and resists the urge to talk while we're learning. Nice job, friend. Our next friend is from Miss Constantine in our class, Alec Poe. Alec is always ready to start class and pays attention in class. Nice job, Alec. I love when I get to see my friends up here. It's like the best part of my day. Our next friend is Daenerys Figueroa from Mr. Baldwin's music class. He says, Daenerys is always a joy to have in class. He is excited to participate and stays on task. Nice job, friends! Our next friend is from Mrs. Malozzi's class, Mia Rodriguez. She says Maya is motivated and hardworking student. She shows a tremendous amount of self-discipline when working in the classroom. She is eager to learn new things and always strives to do her best. Congratulations and keep up the amazing work. We have another friend from Miss Walsh's class, Sophia Ochoa. How exciting. I love that we get to add a friend now that we have Mrs. Walsh teaching AIS math. Sophia always demonstrates self-discipline. She is kind, patient, and quick to follow directions. She is always focused on our math lessons. I am so proud of her. Nice job, friends. Thank you so much. Our next award is from Mrs. Sikora herself, so I will hand the microphone over to her.
When I choose a student for my award, it's someone that I see making the right choices in the classroom and in the hallway and in the cafeteria and all those places that your teachers might not see. So my winner for self-discipline this month is Miss Jenna Farrell. Jenna has worked extra hard this school year to make choices, focus on her learning, and be a good friend to her classmates. I am so proud of Jenna. I also have had teachers, cafeteria staff, and the custodians mention how wonderful Jenna is in helping everyone in the building. So a big round of applause, please. Congratulations, Jenna. Congratulations to all of our award winners. If you won an award, could you stand up, please, and come back to the front of the room? Thank you to all of our families for coming and supporting your students. I will let you, after we clear out the gym, I'll have them come back so you can get some pictures with them. One more big round of applause for all of our winners, please.